Imagine a world where civilizations rose and fell in harmony with nature. Ancient societies thrived, yet faced the wrath of changing climates. Their stories hold lessons for us today as we confront a similar challenge with climate change. The rise of agriculture around 10,000 years ago marked a turning point in human history. This transition allowed early civilizations to flourish, but it also made them vulnerable to climate fluctuations. The Mesopotamian civilization thrived in the fertile valleys between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers. Their success was closely linked to the region's climate, which provided ample water and resources. However, as climate changes led to droughts, Mesopotamia faced agricultural challenges. Farmers struggled, leading to food shortages and eventual societal collapse, showcasing the fragility of civilization in the face of nature. In contrast, the ancient Egyptians harnessed the annual flooding of the Nile. This natural cycle fostered a stable agricultural system, demonstrating how adaptability to climate could secure a civilization's survival. The Minoan civilization on Crete thrived due to its favorable climate, rich agriculture, and maritime trade. However, devastating volcanic eruptions and tsunamis served as harsh reminders of nature's unpredictability. The collapse of the Minoans, often attributed to natural disasters, highlights how even the most advanced cultures could be undone by environmental forces they could not control. In the Americas, the ancestral Puebloans experienced periods of drought that led to the abandonment of their cliff dwellings. Their story illustrates the direct impact of climate on human settlement patterns. The once thriving city of Tikal in Central America also fell prey to climate change. Deforestation and droughts contributed to its decline, reminding us of the consequences of environmental mismanagement. As the climate shifted, so did the ways in which these ancient peoples interacted with their environments. They had to innovate, adapt, and sometimes move entirely to survive. In the Arctic, the Viking settlement of Greenland thrived in a warmer climate, but eventually succumbed to cooling temperatures, illustrating the delicate balance of survival in a harsh environment. The lessons of these ancient civilizations teach us about the importance of sustainable practices. Their histories remind us that neglecting environmental stewardship can lead to dire consequences. Today, we face unprecedented climate challenges similar to those of our ancestors. Their successes and failures provide valuable insights into how we can approach our current environmental crises. By studying the past, we can learn to adapt and innovate in response to climate change. The resilience shown by our ancestors can inspire us to find solutions for today's problems. The Sumerians, for instance, developed irrigation techniques that transformed arid land into fertile fields. This innovation illustrates the profound impact of human ingenuity on environmental adaptation. As we reflect on these ancient strategies, we can apply similar principles today. Sustainable water management and responsible land use are modern-day necessities for combating climate change. Civilizations like the Romans excelled in engineering, building aqueducts and roads that facilitated trade and resource distribution. Their advancements highlight the interconnectedness of society and environment. The fall of Rome, due to climate-related factors, such as plagues and resource shortages, serves as a cautionary tale about the vulnerabilities of even the most powerful societies. Similarly, the medieval warm period allowed for agricultural expansion in Europe, but it was followed by the Little Ice Age, which brought famine and societal upheaval. The lessons from history are vast, reminding us that climate change is not a new phenomenon. Human civilization has always reacted to environmental shifts, and our adaptability is key. As we navigate our present challenges, let us draw inspiration from the past. Cooperation and communication among communities can foster resilience against climate adversities. The growth of urban centers today mirrors ancient city-states, which often thrive due to their ability to adapt to local climates and trade networks. This adaptability is crucial in our modern world. Understanding past climate patterns provides essential context for today's environmental policies. Historical insights can guide us in creating sustainable futures. Our ancestors faced climate-related challenges with resilience and creativity. Their legacy is a testament to human spirit, urging us to act wisely as stewards of our planet. As we learn from history, it becomes clear that our survival depends on our commitment to sustainability and cooperation. The lessons from ancient civilizations echo in our current climate crisis. Engaging with our history empowers us to make informed decisions today. We are part of a continuum, carrying forward the wisdom of those who came before us. Ultimately, the stories of ancient civilizations teach us that climate change is a shared challenge. By understanding our past, we can foster a more sustainable future together. In conclusion, the lessons of history provide us with a lens through which to view our current environmental dilemmas. The adaptability of past civilizations offers hope for our future. Thank you for joining us on this journey through time. We invite you to reflect on these lessons and consider how they apply to our world today. Subscribe for more explorations into history and its relevance. The ancient Maya civilization faced significant challenges as climate patterns shifted dramatically. Prolonged droughts during the Classic period led to food shortages, causing widespread societal stress. This environmental strain forced the Maya to adapt their agricultural practices to survive in a changing climate. Archaeologists unearthed evidence of advanced irrigation systems that the Maya developed during these droughts. By digging deep canals and reservoirs, they maximized water resources. These innovations highlight humanity's persistent ingenuity when faced with environmental hardships. Similarly, the civilizations of Mesopotamia also faced the realities of shifting climates. The Sumerians and Akkadians developed agriculture in the fertile plains between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers. Yet, they too were not immune to the challenges of drought and flooding. Evidence suggests that the Akkadian Empire eventually collapsed due to severe drought conditions that affected crop yields. This event marked one of the earliest recorded instances of a civilization's downfall linked to climate change, reminding us of the fragility of human societies. As we move to the northern regions, the Viking settlements in Greenland provide another compelling case study. Established around the 10th century, these communities thrived during a warm period known as the medieval warm period. However, as temperatures began to drop, they struggled to sustain their way of life. The Vikings relied heavily on farming and livestock, yet the cooling climate forced them to abandon their Greenland settlements. This migration highlights the critical importance of adaptability in the face of changing environmental conditions. In the arid deserts of the Middle East, the Nabatean civilization also adapted to harsh conditions. They developed the city of Petra, utilizing sophisticated water conservation techniques to thrive in an environment marked by scarcity. Their methods still intrigue modern engineers today. The Nabateans ingeniously constructed cisterns and channels to collect and store rainwater, a crucial adaptation in their arid environment. This mastery of water management allowed their thriving trade routes to flourish, even in the desert's unforgiving climate. A stark contrast can be observed in the fate of the Aksumite Empire in present-day Ethiopia. Once a dominant trading power, Aksum's decline is linked to deforestation and soil erosion, exacerbated by climate changes that affected agricultural productivity. The Aksumites' reliance on a limited range of crops made them vulnerable to climatic shifts. This serves as a poignant reminder that diversity in agriculture can be a buffer against the impacts of climate variability and change. In ancient China, the dynasties also faced the consequences of climate and environmental change. The fall of the Han Dynasty in the 3rd century AD was partly due to climate-induced hardships, including widespread famine and social unrest. The Han Dynasty's agricultural reliance on rice and wheat made them susceptible to the fluctuations in weather patterns. The resulting crop failures led to increased tensions among the populace, showcasing the interconnectedness of environment and society. Through these historical examples, we learn that civilizations that prioritized sustainability and adaptability were more likely to endure environmental challenges. Each story highlights the importance of learning from the past to create a resilient future. As we reflect on these ancient societies, it's evident that the lessons learned from their successes and failures can guide us in addressing our current climate crises. Understanding their methods fosters a sense of hope and responsibility as we navigate our modern challenges. Moreover, the resilience of these civilizations inspires us to consider our relationship with nature more thoughtfully. By integrating their wisdom into our practices, we can cultivate a sustainable future that honors both past and present. In conclusion, the narrative of climate change and ancient civilizations urges us to acknowledge our environmental footprint. It reminds us that every action has a consequence, and through learning from history, we can make informed choices for a better tomorrow. The rise and fall of civilizations often mirrored the climate's temperament. Ancient Mesopotamia, known as the cradle of civilization, flourished in a region that eventually succumbed to drought. Their sophisticated irrigation systems showcased ingenuity, yet they struggled to adapt when the environment changed drastically. Similarly, the Maya civilization faced significant challenges due to climate variability. Scientific studies indicate that prolonged droughts played a critical role in their societal collapse. This highlights the importance of water management and resource sustainability in the face of changing weather patterns. The ancestral Puebloans of the American Southwest also provide valuable lessons. As the climate shifted to drier conditions, they adapted by developing advanced agricultural techniques. Their reliance on sustainable farming practices allowed them to thrive, showcasing adaptability in adversity. On the other side of the globe, the Vikings faced climate challenges that impacted their settlements. The medieval warm period allowed for exploration, but as temperatures dropped during the Little Ice Age, they struggled to maintain their far-flung territories in Greenland and beyond. In contrast, the Romans exemplified resilience through innovation. They built extensive aqueducts and advanced road systems to cope with shifting climates. Such infrastructural advancements allowed them to manage resources effectively, even amid environmental challenges. The fall of the Roman Empire serves as a cautionary tale of environmental neglect. As they expanded, they overexploited their resources, leading to soil depletion and decreased agricultural productivity. This disconnection from sustainable practices contributed to their eventual decline. Ancient Egyptians, on the other hand, thrived by closely observing the natural world. Their understanding of the Nile's cyclical flooding allowed them to cultivate fertile lands. This relationship with the environment exemplifies the harmony that can exist between civilization and nature. As we reflect on these ancient societies, it's essential to recognize that environmental challenges are not new. From droughts to floods, civilizations have always had to adapt. Their histories teach us the importance of foresight, respect for resources, and adaptability. Modern society faces unprecedented climate challenges, but we can look to these ancient examples for guidance. By applying their wisdom, we can create systems that prioritize sustainability over short-term gain. The lessons of the past can illuminate our path forward. The connection between ancient civilizations and climate change remains relevant today. As we navigate our own environmental crises, understanding the past empowers us to innovate responsibly. Learning from history is not just about reflection, it is about action and change. Localized adaptations, such as the Inuits' sustainable hunting practices, offer further insights. Their deep understanding of their environment allowed them to thrive in harsh conditions. Such communal knowledge is critical in cultivating resilience against climate change today. In the Andes, the Inca civilization demonstrated remarkable agricultural ingenuity through terracing. This practice not only maximized arable land, but also mitigated erosion and water loss, showcasing the interplay between environment and technology in ancient societies. The lessons from past civilizations emphasize the need for collaboration. Just as ancient societies came together to confront their challenges, modern society must unite to tackle climate issues. Collective action can lead to innovative solutions that benefit all. Consider the impact of cultural misconceptions on resource management. Ancient societies sometimes failed due to rigid belief systems that overlooked ecological realities. Modern society must remain flexible, adapting to new information rather than clinging to outdated practices. As we move forward, the integration of technology with ancient wisdom presents a promising path. From sustainable building materials to renewable energy, innovations can echo the principles of our ancestors, enabling us to live in harmony with the Earth. The journey of understanding climate change through history is ongoing. Each archaeological discovery contributes to our narrative, revealing new insights about how societies interacted with their environment. As we piece together these stories, we enrich our ability to respond to current crises. As we contemplate the resilience of ancient civilizations, we realize their legacy is not merely about survival, but adaptability and innovation. By honoring their experiences, we can forge a path that respects both history and the urgent needs of our planet. With a commitment to learning from the past, we can foster a collective consciousness that prioritizes sustainability. The stories of ancient peoples remind us that we are part of a larger narrative, one that extends beyond our individual lives into the future of humanity. As we reflect on the rich tapestry of human history, let us carry forward the lessons learned from those who came before us. The intersection of climate change and ancient civilizations offers not just warnings, but also hope for a more sustainable future. Join us as we continue to explore the past to illuminate our path forward. Remember to subscribe for more insights into history's lessons and how they shape our present and future. As we delve deeper, it's essential to acknowledge how ancient civilizations innovated in the face of shifting climates. From the Mesopotamians to the Mayans, each society faced unique challenges that forced them to adapt or perish. These stories not only illustrate resilience, but also highlight the crucial relationship between humans and their environment. The Sumerians, for instance, developed an extensive irrigation system to combat the unpredictable floods of the Tigris and Euphrates rivers. This ingenuity allowed them to cultivate fertile lands and sustain a growing population, showcasing the importance of water management in civilization development. In contrast, the Maya civilization illustrates a different response to climate change. As they faced prolonged droughts, they adapted by shifting their agricultural practices, intensifying the use of soil, and developing advanced water conservation techniques. Their story emphasizes the importance of flexibility in agricultural methods. The decline of the Maya, however, serves as a cautionary tale. As droughts persisted, their complex society faced food shortages and societal unrest. This highlights how environmental stress can lead to the disintegration of even the most advanced civilizations when adaptability falls short. Similarly, the ancestral Puebloans in the American Southwest faced significant climate challenges. They developed intricate cliff dwellings to adapt to their environment, showcasing architectural ingenuity. However, as droughts became more severe, many were forced to abandon their homes, reminding us of the fragility of human settlements. The collapse of the ancestral Puebloans highlights the delicate balance between civilization and climate. Their experience prompts us to reflect on the sustainability of modern practices, urging us to find harmony with the natural world rather than dominate it. On the other side of the globe, the Roman Empire faced its own climate challenges. As temperatures fluctuated, agricultural yields varied significantly, impacting the empire's economy and stability. The Romans responded with innovations in trade and agriculture, adapting their practices across diverse climates. The Romans also constructed extensive networks of roads and aqueducts, which allowed them to transport goods and water efficiently. These innovations were crucial for maintaining their empire's strength, emphasizing the interplay between infrastructure and environmental conditions. However, as the Roman Empire expanded, It also faced environmental degradation, deforestation, soil depletion, and over-reliance on specific crops led to vulnerabilities that, coupled with climate changes, contributed to its eventual decline. A lesson in sustainability rings clear. Neglecting the environment can lead to downfall. The fall of great civilizations often parallels shifts in climate and environment. As we glean insights from the past, it becomes evident that the success of ancient societies hinged on their ability to recognize and respond to environmental changes. This awareness is crucial for our contemporary times. In the arid landscapes of the ancient Near East, we find further examples of climate adaptation. The Nabateans, known for their remarkable city of Petra, developed advanced water harvesting techniques to survive in a challenging environment. Their ingenuity turned scarcity into sustainability. Their ability to thrive in a desert environment teaches us the importance of innovation and resourcefulness. By collecting and channeling rainwater, they created a sustainable living environment, showcasing how even the harshest climates can yield flourishing societies with the right practices. Despite their achievements, the Nabateans also faced challenges, as shifts in trade routes and climate variability impacted their economy. This serves as a reminder that environmental change can have far-reaching effects, influencing not only local practices, but global networks as well. Moving to the Fertile Crescent, we encounter the Hittites, who navigated a world of fluctuating climates. They practiced a form of agriculture that was heavily reliant on the seasonal rains. Their adaptability in crop choices allowed them to endure varying conditions, providing a model for modern agricultural resilience. Yet, like many civilizations, the Hittites eventually faced challenges as climate patterns shifted, leading to crop failures and economic stress. Their story is a powerful testament to the vulnerability of societies tied closely to environmental cycles. Examining these historical narratives compels us to reflect on our current relationship with the environment. How can we learn from the ancient practices of adaptation and resilience? These questions become crucial as we navigate our modern challenges in the face of climate change. The lessons from ancient civilizations reveal a common thread: the importance of community and cooperation in overcoming environmental challenges. Many societies relied on collective efforts to manage resources, an approach that can inspire modern communities to unite in the face of climate adversity. Furthermore, the spiritual and cultural connections to nature in ancient societies provide insights into fostering respect for the environment. Rituals and practices that honor the earth can inspire contemporary movements aiming to restore balance and sustainability in our world. As we draw parallels with our current climate crisis, it becomes clear that the past has much to teach us. The stories of adaptation, resilience, and community can guide us in crafting solutions that honor both our heritage and our planet's future. In conclusion, understanding how ancient civilizations responded to climate challenges not only enriches our historical knowledge, but also equips us with tools for modern sustainability. By revisiting these lessons, we can foster a deeper connection to the Earth and each other in our journey toward a balanced future. The Mesoamerican civilizations, particularly the Maya, faced significant challenges due to climate fluctuations. Prolonged droughts led to agricultural decline, forcing communities to adapt their practices. This response included the development of sophisticated water management systems, showcasing their resilience in the face of adversity. These systems were not just about irrigation. They involved intricate networks of reservoirs and canals. Archaeological evidence suggests that the Maya engineered their landscapes to capture rainwater effectively, which was crucial in sustaining their populations during dry periods. In contrast, the ancestral Puebloans of the American Southwest also faced water scarcity due to climate changes. Their ingenious adaptation included the construction of cliff dwellings and kivas, which not only provided shelter, but also allowed them to access and store water more efficiently. Moreover, the ancestral Puebloans developed farming techniques suited to their environment, utilizing dry farming methods. They learned to plant crops such as maize in a way that maximized water retention in their arid surroundings, demonstrating their deep understanding of ecology. As these civilizations adapted, they also faced social changes. Resource scarcity often led to competition and conflict, influencing their political structures. The emergence of leadership roles focused on managing resources highlights the intersection of ecology and governance in ancient societies. In the Mediterranean, the ancient Greeks faced their own climate challenges. Historical records indicate that periods of drought and subsequent food shortages prompted innovations in agriculture. This led to crop diversification and improved farming techniques, ensuring the sustainability of their city-states. The Greeks also turned to philosophy and science to understand their environment better. Figures like Aristotle explored natural phenomena, laying the groundwork for future scientific inquiry. Their curiosity about nature reflects a cultural approach to resilience in the face of climate challenges. Even in the Arctic, ancient Inuit communities demonstrated remarkable adaptability. They developed technologies such as the kayak and igloo, which were essential for survival in extreme conditions. Their deep connection to the environment underscored their ability to thrive amidst changing climates. The lessons from these ancient civilizations highlight the importance of adaptability and innovation. As we face modern climate challenges, their historical responses can inspire contemporary solutions that blend technology with a respect for nature. Understanding these past experiences can guide us in creating a sustainable future. Examining the collapse of civilizations such as the classic Maya offers additional insights. Researchers suggest that the interplay between climate change and human activity significantly contributed to their decline. This serves as a cautionary tale for present-day society, emphasizing the need for balanced ecological practices. Archaeological findings indicate that the Mayas' deforestation for agriculture exacerbated their vulnerability to drought. This connection prompts us to reflect on our own environmental practices, reminding us that the consequences of resource exploitation can be profound and lasting. Similarly, the Roman Empire faced challenges related to climate change, particularly in their agricultural heartlands. Evidence shows that shifting weather patterns affected grain production, leading to food shortages and social unrest, highlighting the fragility of even the greatest empires. This interplay between climate and civilization underscores an essential lesson: the need for sustainable practices. As ancient societies adapted to their environments, they laid the groundwork for future generations to learn from their successes and failures. The historical record is rich with examples of ecological stewardship. As we explore these historical narratives, we uncover a common thread: the resilience of human ingenuity. Across time and space, civilizations have demonstrated a remarkable capacity to innovate and adapt. This resilience can serve as a beacon of hope as we navigate contemporary climate challenges. In conclusion, the legacy of ancient civilizations teaches us critical lessons about our relationship with the environment. As we reflect on their responses to climate change, we can draw inspiration to foster a more sustainable future. This journey of understanding not only enriches our historical knowledge, but also connects us profoundly to our planet. As we delve deeper, it's essential to recognize that the adaptive strategies of ancient civilizations were often born from necessity. The Maya, for instance, developed intricate agricultural techniques to manage their diverse landscape, balancing water use in both wet and dry seasons. Their success hinged on understanding the local climate, allowing them to thrive in what could have been a challenging environment. Similarly, the Mesopotamians mastered irrigation to combat the arid conditions of the Tigris and Euphrates rivers. Their canals not only watered crops but also served as pathways for trade. This innovation was a pivotal factor in shaping one of the world's earliest known civilizations, highlighting how environmental adaptation propelled societal growth and connectivity. The Romans also showcased remarkable adaptability. They constructed aqueducts to transport water across vast distances, supporting urban centers that relied heavily on their intricate plumbing systems. This engineering marvel not only addressed immediate needs, but also laid the foundation for infrastructure that would influence future generations. In contrast, the collapse of the Indus Valley civilization demonstrates the consequences of environmental mismanagement. As climate patterns shifted, leading to decreased monsoon rains, the cities of Harappa and Mohenjo-daro struggled to sustain their population. This decline underscores the fragility of societies that fail to adapt to changing climatic conditions. Interestingly, the ancestral Puebloans of North America faced similar challenges. Their ingenious use of water conservation techniques, like check dams and terracing, allowed them to cultivate crops despite the arid conditions of the Southwest. However, prolonged drought ultimately led to their migration, emphasizing the limits of adaptation in a changing climate. The Vikings, too, provide a fascinating case study of adaptation. Settling in Greenland, they thrived during a warming period known as the medieval warm period. Their ability to farm and raise livestock was directly linked to climatic conditions, yet their eventual decline coincided with a return to colder temperatures, illustrating the unpredictable nature of climate influence on civilization. As we analyze these historical narratives, it becomes apparent that knowledge transfer played a vital role in helping civilizations adapt. The exchange of agricultural techniques, water management strategies, and engineering innovations across cultures provided the tools needed for resilience against environmental challenges. This interconnectedness was crucial for survival and growth. In the Andes, the Inca Empire exemplified how advanced agricultural practices could flourish under changing climates. They utilized a diverse range of crops, leveraging altitude variations to cultivate everything from potatoes to maize. Such methods not only ensured food security but also fostered unity within their expansive empire, underscoring the link between climate adaptability and social cohesion. Examining the past also reveals the role of belief systems in coping with climate challenges. Many ancient societies interpreted environmental changes through a spiritual lens, attributing climate shifts to the favor of deities. This belief often mobilized communities, encouraging collective action to appeal for favorable conditions or to prepare for adversity. However, the reliance on spiritual interpretations sometimes led to inaction. In cases where societies prioritized rituals over practical solutions, they faced dire consequences. This highlights the importance of balancing belief with science and innovation, a lesson that resonates strongly in today's climate discussions. The historical experiences of these civilizations form a tapestry of resilience and adaptation. By analyzing their successes and failures, we can glean insights into the importance of proactive measures in responding to environmental threats. Such lessons urge us to prioritize sustainable practices in the face of contemporary challenges. Moreover, the extensive trade networks that flourished in antiquity illustrate how interconnected human societies were in addressing climate challenges. These networks not only facilitated the exchange of goods, but also the sharing of knowledge and innovations. Such collaboration across cultures proved vital in developing adaptive strategies to overcome environmental hurdles. As we draw parallels between these ancient societies and our current global situation, it becomes clear that the effects of climate change are not new. The past offers a multitude of lessons on resilience, adaptability, and innovation that can guide our actions as we navigate the complexities of modern environmental challenges. In reflecting on the past, we recognize that each civilization's journey was marked by a unique relationship with their environment, shaped by both their responses to climate changes and the technologies they developed. These factors influence their ability to prosper or decline, serving as crucial reminders for our own choices and behaviors today. As we continue our exploration, let us consider the timelessness of these lessons. The ancient world's experience with climate change and environmental management invites us to reflect on our own actions. Are we ready to learn from the past and forge a sustainable future? Or will we repeat the mistakes of those who came before us? The rise and fall of civilizations remind us that while environmental factors are often beyond our control, our responses to them can dictate our trajectory. History shows that proactive measures rooted in understanding and innovation are essential for overcoming environmental challenges and improving societal resilience. As we ponder these intricate connections, consider how modern society can integrate the wisdom of the past into our contemporary framework. By valuing traditional knowledge alongside scientific advancements, we can foster a holistic approach to addressing climate change, drawing from both historical insights and innovative solutions. The story of ancient civilizations is not just a history lesson, it is a narrative rich with insights that can inform our present and guide our future. By studying their triumphs and challenges, we can cultivate a deeper appreciation for our environment and a greater commitment to sustainable living. In summary, the interplay between climate and civilization is a testament to human ingenuity and adaptability. Let us take these lessons to heart as we work towards a world that honors the wisdom of our ancestors while innovating for a sustainable future. The path forward requires both reflection and action, rooted in the knowledge of our shared history. As we conclude this segment, we invite you to reflect on the lessons learned from these ancient civilizations. How might their experiences inform our actions today? Subscribe for more explorations into history, where we uncover the interconnectedness of our past and future. As we delve deeper into the lessons of ancient civilizations, it becomes clear that climate change has been a silent partner throughout human history. The rise and fall of societies often aligned closely with shifting climates, pushing us to reflect on our own vulnerabilities. Ancient Mesopotamians, for example, thrived in fertile river valleys that eventually succumbed to droughts. They remind us that environmental conditions can dictate the fate of entire communities. The Maya civilization, known for its sophisticated architecture and mathematics, faced severe climate changes that led to prolonged droughts. These conditions forced them to adapt or perish, a stark reminder of nature's power over human ingenuity. Their eventual decline serves as a testament to the challenges of sustainability in the face of climatic shifts. The Roman Empire also faced significant climate fluctuations, particularly during the late antiquity period. A series of cold and wet years weakened agricultural outputs, contributing to economic instability. It is essential to recognize how these environmental challenges reshape their society, leading to shifts in power and culture that echo through time. Indigenous cultures, such as those in the Arctic, adapted remarkably to their environment. They developed intricate knowledge of the land and weather patterns, demonstrating resilience and sustainability. Their relationship with nature teaches us the importance of harmony and respect for the ecosystems that sustain us. In contrast, many ancient civilizations exploited their environments beyond sustainable limits. The deforestation in ancient Greece, for instance, led to soil erosion and decreased agricultural productivity. This underscores the necessity of responsible stewardship of our natural resources to prevent repeating such mistakes in our own time. The experience of the ancestral Puebloans in the southwestern United States serves as another poignant example. Faced with prolonged droughts, they constructed complex irrigation systems. Their ingenuity reflected a deep understanding of their environment, highlighting the critical need for adaptive strategies in the face of climate challenges. Civilizations that acknowledged the interconnectedness of their actions and the environment often thrived for centuries. The agricultural practices of the Incas embraced a deep respect for the mountains and ecosystems that surrounded them. They exemplified how sustainable practices can ensure not just survival, but prosperity. As we reflect on these ancient lessons, it's crucial to consider how our modern society can learn from their successes and failures. Climate change is not a new phenomenon, and recognizing its historical context allows us to strategize better for our collective future. What strategies can we implement to foster a sustainable relationship with our planet? Global collaboration is essential in facing the challenges posed by climate change, just as ancient civilizations relied on trade and communication. By sharing knowledge and resources, we can create a more resilient society. The key lies in honoring the lessons of the past while innovating for the future. Remembering the cyclical nature of history, we find that civilizations rise and fall. The ability to adapt, innovate, and respect our environment determines their longevity. As we ponder this, Each challenge we face presents an opportunity to build a more sustainable world, informed by the wisdom of our ancestors. In conclusion, the lessons from ancient civilizations regarding climate change are both profound and pressing. We must take these insights to heart as we navigate the complexities of modern life. The echoes of the past remind us that our actions today shape the world of tomorrow. Thank you for journeying through this exploration of history. We invite you to subscribe for more insights that connect our past with our future.